Hello, my darlings. I'm Miss Money Penny. My YouTube channel, Black Life After 18, discusses the unexpected challenges and complications of life as an adult. Preparation is your power. Control it, and you can unleash it to make the world yours. You may live to be an adult for as many as 50 years or more after high school. The sooner you grow yourself as a person, the happier you will be over the longest years of your life. During your high school years, there are many things that you can't control. How you develop yourself is definitely something that you can control. And at the end of your life, hopefully, far into the future, think about how you want people to remember you. It's a great compliment if your family and your friends, or even people from your past, remember you for your good manners and thoughtfulness towards others, remembering you as a really good and decent person. Some people, however, choose a bad reputation to show that they don't give a damn what people think. But that attitude isolates a person because it's a shell that makes healthy relationships difficult. They make themselves hard to love and make it hard for the people who love them to get love from them. And I don't like the phrase, you have to give respect, because it seems to put the responsibility on me to show respect before the person decides if they're going to respect me in turn. And this is why I think that the world is better overall if we commit ourselves to respecting people as a courtesy to their humanity. So, how they behave at that point is up to them. You or I can operate from the content of our own character, and we show that through our actions towards others. It's sort of like a polish on the inside that comes out in our kindness, our courtesy, and our sensitivity to others. Good manners never ever go out of style. What people think of you is important, and you determine what they think by how you behave. Good manners, of course, are easy to develop because most people already have the basics. We say thank you, you're welcome, excuse me. Um, Older Black people used to describe people as either having home training or having no home training. And that meant that they were raised with good manners or they were not raised with any manners. Among poor people in my mom's day, manners distinguished good people from trash. No matter how poor your family might be, if you were good people, you walked with your head held high. Also, in her generation, the highest praise that a woman could receive was that her children were well behaved. So, when I was young and she would take me and my brother and sisters to visit relatives, we were sternly told before we got there to mind our manners. And that meant we were to sit politely on the furniture and politely decline anything that we were offered because our people really didn't have much. And she didn't want us to take so much as a chicken wing out of their mouths because even a snack could strain their food supply for a week. And we better not mess up our church clothes. They weren't easy to replace either. There was also another economic necessity for sitting still and not touching anything, because if we broke something precious to our host, my mother could not afford to replace it. And of course, there was self interest for us kids, because if we messed up, when we got home, we were going to get a spanking. So, the trauma aside, nice manners have helped me all my life. They've opened hearts and doors that I never thought I would cross. My manners have made impressions that helped me achieve goals and improve my own life. And of course, I have been treated well because of my good manners. Courtesy is easy. In this video, I'm going to discuss a handful of simple courtesies we can extend whenever circumstances arise. Some of these might not encounter until you become a legal adult at 18. This video is to help you understand what will be expected of you in public and social situations. And the sooner you put them to use, the more practice and preparation you will have. Wherever you are, if you make a mess, clean up after yourself. It's really not fair for you to put that responsibility on another person to clean up after you. Um, when you go into school, greet your teachers when you come to class. They have a hard job A lot of it is done outside your classroom, some of it is done on their own time. And just like you, they're people. They have lives outside school. When they go home, they have the same stresses that your families deal with, health issues, money problems, family drama. And of course, when you think about the kids that you're going to school with, in some schools, that's your fellow students are not only a threat to other students, but they're a threat to your teachers as well. And then, of course, you have classmates who enter the classroom with their own personal problems, hunger, anger, resentment, mental issues. These aren't their fault, but they're not your teacher's fault either. But your teacher is still trying to teach with all of this going on in the background. And keep in mind, they have college degrees. They do have other employment options. They're teaching you to help you prepare for your future. Thank them for just showing up for you. Um, and it's really not appropriate to use profanity in the school. A lot of that's going on right now. Um, it's not appropriate in the workplace either. There are a million words in the English language. You have lots of options to express yourself without cursing that would actually more clearly describe what you want or trying to accomplish or what you need. Also, please don't curse out people in their workplace. They are doing the job that they can get and don't make the rules they have to apply. These rules are not against you personally, and you never look good throwing a tantrum in public. If you're not getting what you need, just ask to speak to a manager or even somebody higher. Another easy thing to show good manners is hold the door for somebody who's entering a building behind you. Most people appreciate the gesture, and they will thank you for it. And as small as it is, it's an easy way to make someone's day. Another thing is that you can keep your voice and your music down when you're on public transportation. When you're using public transportation, there's probably someone who has an ache or pain that you can't see, a problem that worrying about, or something else that's on their mind. It costs you nothing to lower the noise level just to give people a little bit of peace and allow them to think. Another thing is please don't block seats to prevent other people from sitting next to you. We live in a really hot headed world. People should not have to risk getting an attitude from you or attacked by you simply for asking you to close your legs. Even if you have long legs, everybody paid one fare. Don't take up two seats. Right now, you are young. Your body is still new in terms of your strength and your stamina. So when you're on public transportation, if you can, offer your seats to seniors or to pregnant women, the disabled, or a person who looks like they're tired or in pain. Help people with strollers just because you are a good person. But please don't give stink eye to someone who doesn't give up their seat. They may have something going on that isn't obvious to you. You can't always look at a person and tell that they have a back pain, arthritis, an ear infection, or a migraine. Um, Now, when it comes to people's homes, if you're bringing a friend to your home, introduce your friend to whoever is at home. This person is a guest in your family's home. And when you go to a friend's house, ask them how you should address the adults. Miss Jones, Mr. Robinson. Don't just follow your friend in without saying hello. Greet the people who are there and introduce yourself with your name, not your street name or your nickname. Trust me, when you're gone, they'll be talking about what good manners you have and admiring your home training. Now, in other events, like if you're invited to an event with a dress code, like say for instance a Halloween party, but you don't like dressing up in costume, don't go if you don't want to follow the code. Don't aggravate your host by trying to get a special exception just for you. Um, Remember, you're never the only person with a request or a demand. An invitation is just an invitation. If it comes with restrictions, either go with the flow or don't go at all. And another way to respect people's homes, while they may put their feet up on the furniture, keep yours on the floor. I used to be in a theater group as a teenager, and one day the group was at my house, and a guy tried to put a cigarette out on my wood floor. Now, my parents' house was old, but I didn't ask him to burn it down. Keep in mind, this is not your home. Please be respectful. Now, if somebody invites you out for a meal, or if you're invited as a guest of a guest, eat modestly. If you're choosing from a menu, order the least expensive item. Unless the drinks are included or unlimited, Have only one drink. Don't be greedy, don't take advantage, and offer to leave the tip and always thank your host. And also, when you're invited to social events, don't pile your plate up with the most expensive food, the shrimp, the lobster, the ribs. Don't take extra helpings unless your a host insists. Eat the same amount that you would eat at a restaurant, at least until it's almost at the end and everybody else has already something had something to eat. And never show up at an event empty-handed, even if it is a relative. Um, Always have something. Take a dessert, take a drink, take something, and never show up with someone's event with a guest unless you have the permission of the host. And both you and your guests should have at least a token gift for the host, like flowers or a picture frame. And if your guest doesn't want to bring a gift, either provide a gift for them or go alone. Another thing, if you are the guest of a guest at a baby shower, bridal shower, engagement, graduation party, birthday party, picture frames or journals or coasters or even a set of drinking glasses or inexpensive gifts for the honoree, and add a thank you note with your name and the person that you came with, because you did get to go and enjoy the event with them. As a teenager, you're at an age where you can decide some things in your life, like the kind of person that you want to be is definitely one of them. If you are a good person, that is something that no one can take away from you. It is the strongest armor you have against the world. Strengthen that armor with acts of kindness and courtesy, and no one can ever destroy your self-esteem. So, with this video, I hope I've given you something to think about that will encourage you to like and subscribe to Black Life After 18 for hard facts about adult life and how to prepare for your future. And please, again, talk about this topic with your peers and other adults. Different points of view will help you form your own opinions and prepare you to deal with situations before they occur. Improve your life by making constructive decisions. And if you want to tell me what to think, Monique Peony is on Facebook. You definitely have my attention.